Hey YouTube, I'm back with a little weekend philosophy, and it's the final countdown. Yeah, that was Europe. Actually, that was me, but singing Europe. What a great song, man. That was, every time I sing that or think of that, it brings back really great memories from the 80s. But sitting back today with a little Peterson's Nutty Cut. This is becoming one of my favorite blends. It's very situational. I don't want it all the time, but I sure enjoy it when I do have it. And on this day, I'm thinking we're on to one of the last days that we are able to actually sit outside and enjoy the weather here in the Midwest. It's lower 40s here, so it's not exactly warm, but with a little heavier shirt and a hat on, it feels pretty darn good. Enjoying a little iced tea with my pipe. So it's the final countdown, right? Like 3 days till Halloween, 2 months till Christmas, 8 months until the 4th of July, things like that. Car payment in 3 weeks, house payment in 2 weeks. We spend our whole lives seemingly consumed with the next thing. And this all started for me, this thought process that I'm about to unleash on you started for me, I suppose, about 6 months ago. I have a friend. I have more than one friend, but I have one friend in particular who every time we sit down for a drink, which is, roughly once a week, I get the rundown of his financial situation. We've only got 4 months until the medical bills are paid off, 5 months until the credit card is paid off, 3 years until the truck's paid off, only 35 payments until such and such. And I also similarly have a friend who counts down to Christmas starting about July 1st. She'll start posting on Facebook how many days left. And it started the wheels turning for me. And I realized I had been doing the very same thing and hadn't really realized it. And thanks to my obsessive financial friend, he helped me accidentally turn a page in my own life and get away from those constant countdowns. Um, it's great to have goals. It's great to look forward to the next holiday, the next vacation, to having things paid off. But I think too many times we look at that as some sort of magic pill, that when that day comes, all of a sudden we're going to be happy. And I found out that happiness doesn't start with paying off bills. Happiness doesn't start with the next holiday or the next vacation. It starts right here. And it's, some days are harder than others, undoubtedly. We all have struggles with work and with bills and with life. Um, but by projecting this magic carrot, this happiness so far down the road, we're building it up to something that it can't possibly live up to. Um, but two, we're sacrificing today. You know, uh, when I finally realized what I was doing, when I was projecting down the road like this, it became pretty easy for me to see that what I needed to actually do was start acting today, start enjoying today, start living today, rather than trying to wait until certain conditions had been met. And as soon as I started doing that, I noticed something. And what I noticed is, one, I no longer had to count down, at least not in the same sense. But two, a lot of these problems, perceived problems that I thought I had, started to remedy themselves. And by no means is life perfect. Every day is still a work in progress. But again, by realizing that I had to start with me and I had to start with my happiness today and not a month from now, I was able to change a lot of my attitude. And it's been really fun for me now to look back and see just how bad that was for me as a person and how bad that is for other people. And again, not suggesting we shouldn't have goals and that we shouldn't look forward to things, but don't sacrifice today for the promise of tomorrow. And, there's so much to live for, so much to enjoy on a day to day basis that we shouldn't be consumed by things that are so far down the road. And I get it, even with work, my job stinks as much as everybody else's does. But, I found myself a while back where two hours into the workday, I couldn't wait for it to be over. Well, you've still got 6 hours to deal with, or more, depending on your shift. And so to start projecting that out from that far away, one, it just kills your productivity. It kills your attitude. And, it's one of those things where once I stopped doing that, and it took a conscious effort and a little bit of work, not going to lie, once I stopped looking forward to the end of the workday, I actually started to enjoy my job more. How about that? I found I was paying attention more. I was actually working more, fewer check-ins on Facebook and the things like that. So, it just shows you that you can have a much more fulfilling day by being in the day and not looking at tomorrow so heavily as we're inclined to do from time to time. I don't know. That's some pretty heavy stuff for a Saturday afternoon. But do yourselves a favor. If you find yourself counting down, ask yourself why you're doing it. What is the motivation behind it? Because if you're sacrificing a lot of your energy today looking at tomorrow, you're doing yourselves a disservice and a disservice to the people around you. So I suppose that's about all I got today, other than I'll say it one last time. Don't sacrifice today for the promise of tomorrow. I almost need a t-shirt that says that, or to write it in my mirror just as a constant reminder, but I'm starting to get that one down. So anyway, I'd like to thank all you guys for watching. Remember, I am on Facebook at Bearded Bristol. I also have a boatload of Friday Philosophy and Weekend Philosophy videos. If you haven't checked them all out, you might want to do that. In the meantime, no matter who you are or where you are, I hope you're having a great weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon. Have a great day.